Alrighty, Tara, it's been lovely chatting with you. You and I briefly spoke about your professional experience and then this purchasing role that you applied for. Tara, before you go ahead and I give you the mic, I would love to discuss your professional experience here, which is beautiful. So I will start off at your most recent role that you just completed or successfully completed this contract role at American Builder Supply. Which was the continuous improvement coordinator role for one of our local manufacturing facilities or construction, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Beautiful. You also had your own business. You were also a materials planner for a contract role you completed successfully, and then it's a supply chain a specialist, and then you've also done buying. You've done buying, purchasing, so you have that beautiful resume, Tara. I'll stop rambling about your beautiful experience here, and I'll give you the mic. So tell me a little bit about your professional experience, Tara.
Yeah, totally. So at the last company, I was a continuous improvement coordinator. And what I did was I improved the process. I'm Lean Six Sigma certified. And what I would do is go around our respective plants and look at where we can eliminate waste. So that was fun. I've done some salary scaling there, and I've done a couple of time studies there on we built roof trusses. And I did a time study research on how long does it take to build a roof truss and send it out. Before that, I was owning my own business, just a little teeny tiny business that just my family supports. And I was buying, of course, I managed purchasing orders and that sort of thing as well. Before that, I did some supply chain planning. So, or Caterpillar, and I had to, if you will, work with vendors, work with vendors all day. Hey, how long will you be on this material? When will this material be in? My line will be down on this day. Please get that material in as soon as possible. So I would manage that. I've done managing purchasing orders where I would forecast and predict. So a purchasing order could come in and say, hey, we like 500 sets of this for this year. And then a release comes out. We want 20 this week. We want 30 this week. We want 40. I will push that over to the master scheduler and make sure we can produce that quantity every week. I've also done, some analytics where I manage material. I would go out to the floor. I would count material to see if we had enough. If we didn't, I would order more. So I would stay on top of my material inventory like that, managing inventory. And let's see what else.
Yeah, so we can keep it at that, Tara. I do want to say your camera turned off, so I'm not too sure if we had a little technical issue there. But your camera is shut off. I don't know if you can turn it back on so we can see your beautiful face here. But while you work out the technical part for our interview here, as far you've done purchasing, you've done the analytics, you've worked in various industries. So with that, I can only imagine that you use a few systems. So what systems have you utilized, or what systems are you familiar with?
Yes. Is my camera back on?
It is not on quite yet.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I have worked in SAP, MRP, Excel. I'm proficient in Excel. Let me see what else. Manufacturing Pro, all sorts of systems. Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, so, you mentioned you worked with a few systems, you're proficient with Excel. As far as Excel, what's your experience, using Excel? What have you used Excel for?
Oh, I've used Excel to basically enter data. So if I were doing some research, I would sometimes I could pull from the system and populate it into Excel and then work from there, or I can just simply data entry into Excel, pivot tables, formulas, and that sort of thing.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. Were you able to get your camera back up yet?
It's up to me.
Okay.
I'm seeing it.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yay! Awesome. Just wanted to be sure that we're able to see your beautiful face here, Tara. All
Yeah.
right, lovely. So, okay, we touched base as far as the systems. Now, I want to touch base as far as, if you can just name off a few of the industries that you've worked in. And so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I've worked in construction. We built at American Builder Supply. We built doors, roof trusses, windows, and we provided lumber as well. I've worked for automotive for General Motors. I'm a General Motors supplier where we produce seats in the automotive industry. Um, I've worked for Caterpillar paving. I have worked selling in resin for Lyondale Basel. So I have done quite a bit of around the supply chain industry. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. And the supply chain industry is very busy, very hectic. Every day it's something new. So, I would love to know, how were you able to keep yourself organized on a day-to-day basis with so much going on?
Yeah, sure. So I use Excel to stay organized. If I have some assignments that I have to do, I put those in the system. I put those in my Excel spreadsheet. I highlight them, whether if they are red for urgent, green for complete, yellow for processing. And then I work from there. I stay organized by just totally just looking at my spreadsheet. I know that sounds a little old school, but I stay on top of things that way. It can be a bit busy. So yeah.
Yeah, Excel's my favorite as well. I actually use it for everything, so
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Okay.
You're familiar with working contract work. You're familiar with working with agencies, but I know we want to get you to a role. You're looking to, work long term with a company. So tell me,
Yeah.
what are you looking to get out of your next opportunity?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to be a full-time employee. In my next opportunity, I'm looking to stay in supply chain management. And I'm looking to grow if I can, learn more, sort of, show my experience, my expertise, work in Lean Six Sigma a little bit wherever I go, and just kind of become a full-time employee somewhere. I'd really like to for my next opportunity.
Absolutely. And we'll do all we can to get you to where you strive for at this time, Tara. Well,
Thank you.
Tara, I'm definitely going to go ahead and submit this over to my clients. You have a beautiful resume with those transferable skills.
Yes.
So with that being said, when are you looking to start a new role?
I'm looking to start right away. So I can start today, tomorrow. So yeah, right away.
Lovely. And if my client chooses to proceed with a in-person interview or a virtual interview, when would you be available for that?
I'd be available anytime, anytime this week.
That
Anytime.
Awesome. Well, I love your availability. So as soon as I can connect with my client, and we'll get you, to your interview, I'll definitely send you that information. For
Okay.
now, it truly has been a pleasure getting to know you, your professional experience. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go ahead and stop the recording, but don't hang up on me. Let's continue chatting off the video here.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Of course.